Okay, I'm going to show you how to make artistic text combining different filters. And there are loads of filters in GIMP. You can play around with them to your heart's extent, really. Um, but I'm going to combine a few today. I'm going to use a supernova, a lens flare, bevel, and a shadow. So there's four I'm going to use, and you can see evidence of that already. I'm also going to use blend modes as well. So to begin with, we'll go for a new image, and we're going to have, and I'm just going to go for 800 wide by 400 actually, not 600, like so. I'm going to add some text in. I've chosen this as my colour. Doesn't really matter what colour you go for. It's all good. So I'm going to draw that across, and I'm just going to type the word word in. So this is my word. I'm going to make this very big, like so. And there we go. We've got a random text box with the word word in it. The first filter I'm going to show you then is something called a bevel. So what I do is, with this layer selected, I just go to filters, I go to decor, and I add a bevel. I set it to about 5 is fine. You can do it a bit smaller if you want. See what 4 does. And that gives you a nice 3D effect. So bevel gives you a 3D effect. I'm now going to add a drop shadow. So I'm going to go to filters, and I'm going to go to light and shadow. I'm going to go to drop shadow. I'm going to make sure I don't allow resizing. This is a perfectly fine set of settings. Make sure that's not ticked though. Click OK. And there you go, we've got a drop shadow around the word. So we've got it beveled, we've got a drop shadow. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to filters, and I'm going to add something called a lens flare. So there's the lens flare. This option opens up and it allows you to drop a little bit of light anywhere you want on your word. I'm just going to drop that there. If I click OK, that's just been added there. I'm now going to go to filters, and I'm going to go to light and shadow again, and I'm going to go for supernova. And this one's a bit crazy. I'm not going to have a random hue. It's too much. And the radius is going to be, if you do a slightly wider or slightly smaller radius, obviously you've got a preview of how you want this to look. The spokes can be smaller or larger. And that's supernova. We could even set that to white. Obviously the radius is huge there. But it allows you to break everything up. I'm going to choose this colour. I'm going to choose a slight blue. And I'm going to move its Y position up a little bit. Bigger radius. That's it. Click OK. So we end up with that. And then finally, just to make sure that's not overpowered by the supernova, you might like the supernova. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the addition blend mode. And that's what you end up with.